There are 72,000 books in the English language with the word leadership in the title. And they're usually about how easy it is to become a leader. You just throw a few bit of cheese around or do something or the other. We're not convinced of that. We are convinced of the fact that there are characteristics which predict leadership and success in business.
Adrian and I wrote the first edition about 4 years ago, and a lot has changed in the world in the last 4 years. As one of the main questions is potential to do what? So is it to be a high-flying leader, or is it to be kind of a reliable technician who does the same thing every day and does it really well? So what is the different type of potential? And so what is high potential for a specific person as well in that position or in that company?
Some good friends of ours a couple of years ago were over in the US at a security conference, and the theme or the cause of the security conference was following the Edward Snowden leaks. How and why is it an employee would be motivated to go on to do these kind of things?
Our books are informed by science, our measures are informed by science. We spend a long time collecting data, years and years, validating our hypotheses, validating our statements.
We've got a whole kind of framework for defining, identifying, spotting high potential. We started with kind of the key traits to look for in what makes high potential, including a high potential leader. But part of what we've done is make sure that we've got a really good framework for understanding what is high potential and the difference between kind of performance and potential. So the important distinction is performance is what's happening today, my performance is how well or not well I'm doing right now, and can we use that to predict my future potential?
If you think about engagement as kind of the positive aspects, disenchantment is the absolute opposite. It's when companies, when managers were actively trying to negatively influence their employees, trying to cause them some kind of harm that was changing their motivations and causing them to have this sense of injustice.
The key thing which I've driven for 30 years of running Thomas was around that lack of self-awareness. People need managers, not companies. The challenge that we have, particularly in leadership, is around recognising that actually failure is a good thing. You learn more from your failures if you're doing it badly than people just saying, put your arm around and going, it'll be fine, you'll be okay.
How you've got to do to motivate people. So I said, okay, there are three things. Number one, you've got to set them clear targets, goals, challenges. They've got to know what they're supposed to achieve, and you've got to push them. Two, you've got to give them feedback on how they're doing. Honest, regular, consistent feedback on how they're doing. And three, you've got to support them. That is your job. You've got to support them. You are support staff, not they are support you. You support them. Those three things are enough to make people from, if they have the basic ingredients, that will make them, I think, people with high potential.